specially curated run for this stream using four different items that I have not yet done showcases on, and yet somehow all come together for a pretty good run nonetheless. Nutcracker, Tonic, Wolf Trap, and the Cudgel. 4 items that you can get from the very start of the game and also are all synergized together extremely well. Nutcracker, of course, getting criticals on any enemy that is stunned, frozen, or, immobilized in whatever way. The Cudgel bringing in the stun, of course. Wolf Trap, being available from the very start, is one of the best ways to get the actual critical on this weapon, and very consistently, because enemies, well, unless they're bosses, stay stuck for a very long time in this. And of course, Tonic just being an excellent item all around, actually giving you the ability to be tanky in a survival run, which is something of a rarity otherwise. Giving you, 20% damage reduction, protecting you from melees, which is maybe the most important part, and missing health being converted into temporary blue health, scaling up more and more so you can basically fill up your entire bar by endgame if you go down to 1% or so. These are all amazing items, and the best thing is that they are entirely available from the very beginning of the game. I had to have it corrected in one of the previous bombed runs that I did that apparently the Tonic has been changed to being a starting second one item unlocked in the game now, so you can use this immediately, and I would say that it is actually one of the best runs that you can possibly do. You get all the benefits of having survival run, a bunch of healing from the mutations, even though necromancy isn't quite what it used to be. You also get just tons and tons of health to play around with, and maybe one of the best things is that Tonic will actually allow you to finally mostly free way to learn how to do parries, for example, because you don't have to worry too much about losing too much health. And of course, Tonic, as we saw back in the Vampirism run, on 5-cell mode, the inability to take melees for a few seconds means that you can eat like infected food. It also means that Vampirism becomes so much safer to use, which is extraordinarily helpful for that. Like I said, it's one of the things that finally makes it so that in 4 and 5-cell mode, we can do a true tanking run. I remember when melees was first introduced, I was so disappointed that it's like the usual tactic of being able to just purely tank enemies with a survival run was entirely shut down. But hey, it's back, and this time in Tonic form. Now, Tonic doesn't really give you the best, the best damage potential, but I think the defensive potential of it is so great that it completely makes up for that. It is a great run, and it is a great starting run. So unlike a lot of the things that I'm doing, it's not even one that is just relevant to high cell difficulty. This one is one that I think could easily carry you to 1-2 cell, no problem at all. Now no one will notice that you failed the kill door challenge from the previous run. We can do it again if you want. I'll try and go get all of the kill doors in this run, because the reason why I have so many bombed runs happening right now is because this is a great run. It is also a run that does not really fit very well to my general play style, considering that you want to be waiting for cooldowns, making sure that you're parrying everything to get maximum DPS. It's a slow and careful run, but I think that's one of the things that also makes it very useful for beginners. It's just, I might struggle with it a little bit, potentially. We'll see. Because I want to go fast. I want to go fast and I want to hit hard. That's the way I play the game, and that's the sort of thing that gets me killed a lot. But, the scorpion's got a sting and all that, even if it does die halfway across the river. Whatever, all I gotta do is get enough stats to make up for that, and it'll be totally okay. I'm telling you. In the meantime, God, I hope I don't have to do another run of this. Make it like another Fire Blast 2.0, where I die 5 times in a run and we don't get a video out that week. Yeah, gotta go faster. Faster. Sonic X. Okay. Look, Nutcracker does still have all the issues when it comes to survival, so you do want to kind of make sure that you do give a good breath for enemies to be able to attack you, and then you can go in for the kill. And like I said, cudgels, parrying stuff, waiting for cooldowns on things if you really want to get the most out of your Tonic. your Tonic and Wolf Trap combo, but it's just also like, you know. It's not how I'm used to playing the game. And by the way, it's just like, this is a good run. It's not the best run in terms of like, anything good here? Not really. I guess I'll take this for the extra damage. It's not really the best run in terms of high cell difficulty. I would still say that's like some sort of damage over time, you know, Alchemic Carbine, Hokuto's Bow type of deal. It's just, this is a perfectly good run here. It's certainly better than some of the runs that I've done in the past, and even more so now that we have Heart of Ice to make it so that I can pretty much make sure that these things are off of cooldown most of the time. Thank you, Chadsworth0524. Sir Chadsworthington the 524th for the sub. The very same, my dear man. Mr. Show references, which, even though this isn't Persona 5, still managed to make its way in here anyway. It is frustrating, though, that I do think you lose your kill count when you get hit under the influence of the Tonic anyway, so if I am going to be trying to go for a little bit more kill door focused run, I can't quite tank as much as I want to. But hey, after I get that 60 kills, oh baby, you just watch. Poisons. Cover the ground with oil, it burns. Good for having that 100% burning oil affix on there. But that said, still probably going to want to get a better Nutcracker sooner than later. Same thing with a better Tonic. I mean, it does give you natural damage reduction too, even on top of like the 20% damage reduction when you actually use it. So, yeah. I feel that Wolf Trap is a lot better for bosses, but Root Grenade does better everywhere else. I don't know. I still think back to the time that I tried to use Root Grenade for the repeater crossbow run and just how much of an absolute disaster that was, especially against the giant. But it's like, we are talking about bosses here, so maybe it could be better. Maybe that also could have been something to take here, but I do think that if I was going to choose anything, it would probably be Wolf Trap most of the time. After all, it does give you some pretty hefty damage increases when it comes to... when it comes to doing, like, damage over time and everything, too. Like you saw right there, the whole poison cloud, which I guess I don't know where that poison cloud came from now that I'm looking at it. I mean, it's Toxic Cloud when you take damage. There you go. Yeah, if you get, like, Poison Cloud released when you deploy the item, it's actually a very potent combination. Yeah, there we go. But, you know, Ivy Grenade does do it in more of an area. It's just, Ivy Grenade has never been a very good item, which is why I usually don't even give that thing time of day. Oh, don't worry. It's still one of the showcases I gotta do, so we'll be seeing it soon enough. Hey, there we go. See, like, look at this combination. 80% poison generates Toxic Cloud. And then just throw this thing down. And not actually get him caught in the Wolf Trap, so, you know, that's cool. Whatever. Hey, one of the other things that I just picked up there that is actually very, very, very good is Cudgel plus freezes enemies blocked with a parry. If I was going to say I don't know, kind of weak point of this run, the Cudgel's not the best. However, you can get some pretty hefty stuns out of it if you also get the freezes enemies that you parry affix on there as well, because you get the benefit of freezing, slowing down, and also you get the stun all at the same time. It's actually quite good. So that's that was kind of one that I was going to be looking for when it came to doing this run, because you get two different. I did the count 'em thing twice this run. I think we got to start over. No, but really, yeah, you get two different crowd control effects for the price of one here when you get that on there. It's pretty nice. And it's something that can turn what's otherwise kind of an unimpressive shield into a real powerhouse, especially in terms of this run. So it's something that I'm glad I happened to see pretty early here. We'll see. Does Wolf Trap even work on Giant? The Giant is completely immune to stuns, can't be freezed, rooted, or stunned. Wait, I thought he could be frozen. It's just, you know... worth it? I kind of like the remains explode more. Although that might screw up some of the freezing stuff that I got going on there. As always, freezing is extremely, extremely bad in Dead Cells when it comes to not just knocking enemies out because they got like hit by, you know, victims' remains explode, shoots arrows, etc. Which is too bad because, you know, as much as I would like to get that really big damage increase, it's not gonna happen most of the time. Freeze is rough like that. Just unfortunate. Stunned and frozen? I'll take it. That's a lot of extra damage. Shouldn't forget that the Nutcracker does, of course, get a lot of the very good survival affixes that exist in the game now. The Cudgel had freeze synergy? Well, so does this... I mean, the Cudgel does have freeze synergy, but this has launches a grenade. I also have dodging Plant's bomb on my necklace, so it's like it's very unlikely I'm going to be able to freeze enemies with any sort of consistency in this run. They're going to get knocked out of that so quickly. However, stunning does last quite a bit longer, so... And also the freezing and slowing means that I should at least be able to get the most out of Heart of Ice, as well as the other affixes that I have. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about there? Still, a lot of extra damage on stun is a perfect affix to get for this particular weapon. Good. Can I get the 60? I was talking about it. I want to get that 60. I am so glad. People always got to keep reminding me, hey, you can eat malaised up food when you have the tonic. And I always forget. It's a good thing that we had 3 bombed runs prior to this. That people were able to remind me of that. Yep, 4 items. Enjoy the very weird title of this episode because we're really knocking out quite a few ones this run, needless to say. Which, I mean, is good or bad, depending on how much you want to continue seeing the showcase episodes, I suppose. It's just, hey, it's a perfect opportunity. I'm even wearing the Santa outfit because this is my Christmas gift to you. Isn't Nutcracker supposed to be illegal this month? No. It's the Nutcrack Downer. You're not supposed to be nutting. Otherwise, you get bonked with this. That's the way I see it. This is the justification that I use. Going straight to horny jail. Anyway. It's not a bad run. It's not a bad run. We already got some good stuff going on here. The only thing is that I would really like to get like 100% burning in oil because I got the perfect affix for that on the tonic right now. Okay. Nutting is a no-no. CBT is fine. Yeah, it's tantric CBT. I'm going to punch the semen back into your dick. No! Don't say that, me. I'm sorry, everybody. I've ruined it. I've ruined everything again. Okay, anyway. And this is going on YouTube? You bet. Run ruined, you got to redo it again. I could just go... Look, 14 minutes in, roughly... I just go and cut that right out, and people will be like, why is there like a second of silence in this episode for no reason? And why are you talking so extensively about it afterwards? Did he say something extremely racist? Which is the assumption I would probably make. Come on, 44, I got this. It's like, no, I didn't. I'll be waiting for it now. No, it's not like I've never done that before. I just usually prefer not to. Anyway, good. And good. There we go. All right. At least beep it. No, you're not supposed to be beeping it this month. Terrible. This is just the worst. Anyway, well, it is called the Nutcracker. We should have seen this coming when I started up this run. I think everybody kind of saw this coming, right? Not delete that part. It's very important. Okay, well. You're the boss. 100% poise. But I don't have the Toxic Cloud, though. Yeah, that's not going to work out as well. How many showcase episodes has been now disqualified for YouTube? 3, 4? I think this will be the 3rd one if I don't put this one on YouTube. I mean, we'll see. We'll see at this rate. Bam. And that's that good synergy. Yeah, sure, why not? Get rid of the dodging plants bomb so that I might be able to actually get some freeze and synergy on here at some point in time. Yep. That's what I'm looking for. I actually didn't since I go against the ADC. Oh, yeah, I mean, for me, it's nonstop, not November. But, I mean, come on. I think that's probably true for a lot of people. Why deny yourself? But, anyway, what are we talking about here? I don't know. I was coming to the streams in the most interesting times. Nah, well, we live in interesting times. It's true. 54, come on. I got this. I mean, yeah, it's like what you should be doing is you should be doing, like, no nuts or any other unhealthy food November. And get in shape for the new year. I can totally get the 60 kills here, yeah, especially if I go down here. It's going to be like drink a healthy amount of water November. How about that? Good. That's 60, and there it is, baby. Got it. Which is good, because I got it right there. KFC November. That is not a healthy food. You know that's not a healthy food. Come on now. They have all sorts of... Well, look, nuts are fine. Just don't eat too many of them. They still have a pretty decent amount of calories in them. Do it responsibly. All things in moderation. Yeah, they have all sorts of good fats. Nuts, that is. Yes, I know you weren't talking about KFC. God, the challenge rift! Damn it. You're right. You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Fine. You got me. Ah, damn it. You're right. Redo? No, we're not doing a redo at this point in time. Restart of shame. No. We're going to leave this as the horrible mess that it is. Doc missed the rift, Firebird. Whatever. Look, it's one stat. It's fine. It's fine. We'll live. We'll all live. I'm going to haul you guys out of here regardless of what you want. I'm going to haul you guys into the 5-cell area. Complaining all the way. I don't care. Now, if I die here, however... Good. And I think that should do it then. Oh, wait, no, that should do it. There we go. Doc, you should get your eyes examined. No, I should, like, stop trying to come up with stuff to say about November meme nonsense and pay more attention to the game. But at the same time, I want to say that's probably one of my charm points when it comes to these runs. So... The eyes are fine. I saw it in the first place, after all. I want to say that's half the battle, really. Okay, come on. Meme nonsense is what I came for. Yeah, I'd like to say that's... I don't know, man. I want to say that... Meme nonsense is probably one of the selling points of a lot of streams and or videos that people make on internet. It's like, I don't really see what else. I mean, the gameplay is just a bonus. Besides, I literally said this in like a comment on YouTube recently where I'm just like, I put all of the relevant information about the weapon and like how you're supposed to use it and how it works and everything in the first couple minutes so then you can leave if you don't want to watch the meme nonsense. Yeah, all you gotta do is just watch the first couple minutes of an episode and you're fine. Those are the good parts anyway. Everything else is just because I like to have a complete run. Sure, I could edit these down a lot more, but yeah. Didn't you do that this run? I absolutely did do that this run. I started out with, hey, this is a great build. You should use it. It's available from the beginning of the game, etc., and so on. And then we started talking about No Nut November. That's like, it's all there, baby. It's the format of the series. Like, it is literally the format of the series. Make sure of that. Like, the beginning is actually the part I practice and everything. Well, you know, practice to a certain extent. Usually not too much. But it's like, hey, okay, so I want to talk about, like, how these are all available from the beginning of the game. I want to talk about how they're all really good items. I want to talk about, like, okay, you get criticals on... You get criticals on stunned enemies. You stun enemies with the Cudgel. The Tonic's great, and it's been reworked. This is just a super high tier weapon in terms of the wolf trap. There you go. Now we can start talking about No Nut November. Doc, I need my Omicron fix ASAP. Oh, I'll fix the title afterwards, but here you go. I think it's just called Omicron 4 Final right now. But that's fine. As much as I love to see Doc play Omicron, I can't stand David Cage stuff. Well, neither can I. So, I mean, I think much like Persona 5, if you don't like the game, it's going to be a better... come on now. It's going to be a better series. Because this is where we start to really get into it. In episode 4 here. No, jeez. No, jeez. Jeez, you guys. Again, this has got to be a build that I play slowly. This is not a fast build for fastos. This is a slow build for slowzos. Okay. Just got caught up with P5. Should have episode 59, which is like an hour-long one coming out pretty soon. I just got to get to it. Been focusing too much on like tower climb and everything lately. What's your opinion on nonstop November? You missed that part. Oh my god, the fog here is so intense. No, my desire to rush is ruining this run once again. I just got sick of not going fast. My Sanic lifestyle. You understand. Yeah, I don't want to go to the morass. Anyway. Yeah, it's on the YouTube. Yeah, check the YouTube. I just put up the Omicron episode. I didn't check it over, so I hope the volume and everything is good. But as I usually like to at least watch the episode, even on like 2 times speed, to make sure that it's not complete garbo. But you know how that be. Instinct might not be terrible. I don't know. Maybe I'll go for like more of a... Yeah. I took like What Doesn't Kill Me last time. Let's continue going with that. I should be doing more parries anyway. No, I said Sanic. It's like the McDonald's episode all over again. No! It's not that bad yet. That one had to be killed because it was too stanky with memes. Too stanky with the danky memes. And I can't... There's a certain level where it's just like... Okay, we can't put this one up. It's very bad. If I come back on Sunday, though, and I'm like, well, we got to redo this one. I watched the episode, and it was very bad. Well, then, you know. Yeah, keep the hot side hot and the cool side cool. McDLT. McDLT. Lettuce and tomato on the cool side. So the cool stays cool. 30 slowdown. It's not that much better. Okay. Missed the 2.0 update for Dead Cells? Because there hasn't been any major update as of late. The last one was the one with the distillery. If you remember that one, he's still good. And like a couple very good items that got introduced in the form of the Tesla turret and the barrel launcher. Which, man, those things are... Those are some good weapons. Especially now that they reworked the barrel launcher. It's like, you can't find too much better. Anyway. Yeah, the story, if you don't know, is a alternative to the castle. Good. Gotta get that 60 kills, as I said I was going to. Nice. Good. And it's also the TV taco bag. Are gas prices rising in your area? What was it exactly? I forgot. But, yeah, that's still the current update we're looking at. I think there might be a new one coming out on the horizon, but I can't tell you with absolute certainty. Is gasoline rationing imminent? Thank you. Why do you remember that? Like, I remember, I at least had vague memories of a lot of this dumb garbage because because my brain is riddled with memes. But you shouldn't. You should hold yourself to a higher standard. Okay. There we go. Hit him already. It's good damage against frozen targets, after all. Alright, so I think the major thing I'm worried about right now is the cursed chest. Also, yeah, I should be slamming down. That does count as stuns for the purposes of... That count as stuns for the purposes of the Nutcracker, too. So I should kind of keep that in mind as I'm working here. I remember when it used to be, it was just stunning enemies when they were above 75% health for the Nutcracker. Which was, yeah, I mean, kind of as bad of a weird gimmick for this... kind of as bad for a weird gimmick for this item as you'd think it would be. Especially after enemies start to gain resistances or just go below 75% health with the Nutcracker. It was a weird time. This one obviously is just infinitely better in terms of, you know, actual damage and usability on your average run. Especially because it synergizes so well. It's so many good synergies right at the start of the game. It's the perfect thing to set you into dead cells. Even if the survival weapons are a little bit difficult to use because they are slower and everything, they have so many benefits from going survival that I can't not just suggest using this for your outset runs. Good. Even like the Tonic. Tonic lets you get used to parry timing, which is good. Parries are good, and they're not even all that difficult to do, but you do need some practice to get them. Okay, now... Do got to get that 60, as I said I was going to. There we go. And I got hit anyway. Terrible. Terrible. Yeah. Memes are the DNA of our soul. We can't just forget them. It's true. It's true. It's all true. I'm not going to be able to get the 60 here. I'm just telling you right now. I feel like my 60 getting times are done. Days long gone behind me. All these slashes are out for me because, like, I don't want to fight them unless I get a parry on them, basically. And I'm worried about trying to actually make that work. There we go. Yeah. Actually gives those enemies a melee attack to get a parry on when they have that electro field around them. One of the rare times you can get that sort of synergy with a Cudgel against a ranged enemy, which otherwise, of course, does not really work at all. It's too bad, but, you know. Actually, does it? I'm noticing right now. I think it might actually still... You might still be able to get a parry against ranged enemies. Something I never actually noticed with the Cudgel, which makes it significantly better than... Huh. Yeah, you can parry the laser thing. It's not... I'm not going to say it's a good idea. You gotta really get that timing down. But it is considered like a melee attack by enemies that often don't have melee attacks. So, especially if you have like something that will freeze enemies or stun them, it's not a bad idea. Is it a great idea? Hey, I didn't miss the rift. Missed the rift this time. I got it. Ugh. Oh, just 5 minutes in, but I love the Omicron episode. The new character's dump truck of a butt. Yeah. Look, here's the... Don't get used to Sayal, because we're going to be changing characters eventually, but... She's got that David Cage character design. Anyway, I don't even know what to say. The man's a perv. We all know this, though. Do I have multiple jumps on? Extra jump, yeah. Okay, that'll work. Yeah. R.I.P. thick, blocky 1999. That old PlayStation butt, as the super best friends would have called it. Of course, I'm pretty sure that David Cage explicitly wanted to have it like that because the man is a sleazebag, as I said. Come on. And there we go. Finding the Rift was scripted. Yeah, wrote it into the game. Dead Cells, anything can be parried. I mean, the unfortunate thing is that I can't. Think about, like, the slammer attacks, which I would like if they would. You can talk smack about David Cage, but do not insult the ass. No! I mean, Alright, fine. I'm just saying that it's like, don't you remember every scene with, like, Madison in Heavy Rain? And also, like, there were, like, several scenes in Beyond Two Souls and everything else. It's just like, What do we got? What is Omicron? Should I watch it? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, what are we looking at here? What's going to be the best way to get rid of this curse? I guess going up here, if I was going to take any guess. Let's see. Because I'm worried about curses right now, as I was saying. It's just like... Okay. Outright can't use that here, but that's okay. Died anyway for unrelated natural cause reasons. I'm just so worried. I'm probably going to use just like a dive attacks to deal with these characters for right now. And then instead try and... Because, you know, the whole release Toxic Cloud is a good combo. The increase in damage over time does kill enemies super quickly. It's just, I'm worried. I'm worried about, you know. It's the most unique game ever. It is a very ambitious game. And there's a lot of stuff to it. But it's also like, well... yeah. Omicron is an interesting game. Certainly... although I gotta say, it's just like if we were really gonna get into like the David Cage hole, I guess we could call it, we should have gotten like a Heavy Rain or especially like Fahrenheit, which I think is so much better to talk about is the weirdness of that man when it's not like his first weirdly ambitious janky game. But that's not the one that got suggested, so it's not the one we're doing. Yeah. Look, I can talk about that guy and his whole oeuvre for, like, literally hours on end. And we're going to be doing that over the course of Omicron, after all. Don't talk about... I keep calling it Fahrenheit, even though it's called Indigo Prophecy in America. Gotta stop doing that. It's just that makes it's a better name, is the thing. All right, anything else that I want to do here? Just I keep checking, but I keep forgetting. Maybe I'll go check out the shop. I don't know. All right. There's an episode on YouTube for like 12 seconds. I'm waiting for the second one. Well, that's the only one that I made. Do I want to go for an upgrade of this? I don't think I really need to. I'm going to save the money. Probably should get a potion charge in the next area anyway. It's a little bit, you know. Hard to say. I mean, if you're going to play anything by Cage, play Detroit. It is unquestionably his best game. Also, maybe at this rate, his last game. It's kind of questionable. I mean, I have to play Persona 5. I started the series back in 2018. I have to finish it now. No, of course not. You ain't gonna make this easy at all. And as much as I'd like to go, I want to get the legendary item is the thing, so I can't really just go for the, you know, throw on Tonic and just jump right in there, even though that would be a totally reasonable strategy right now when it comes to this guy. Okay. Punch me so I can get that parry and everything. Excellent. Do I not have a, no, I do have launch a grenade, but I guess it's not hitting him, which is good because that means that I can actually use the whole frost synergy unlike normal. Enemies do gain resistance to the wolf trap, which is the one thing that really makes it not as good as the Hokuto's bow when it comes to like getting damage over time stuff out, but still, if you can get that in like a brutality run and get some really good damage over time going, it's totally worth it. You can just see how much I'm chunking down enemies with this weapon, and it's even better when you're on like 0-1 cell difficulty. 2 years of Persona. Well, with the way I'm doing it, it has to be a very long time, unfortunately. Because the game is very long, to its detriment. Anyway, freeze when they die, don't need that. Nah. All right, what do we got? I can't take whatever the legendary item it is unless it's in my build because, you know. But maybe it'll be a legendary item for this build? I can only hope. I can only hope. Come on. Yeah, baby. There we go. Looking good. I'm going to re-roll that because, unfortunately, the oil that burns is not really doing any synergy with anything else, but it's still good. It's still good. The DC community needs to hear a Persona rant. No, they don't. Generates Toxic Cloud, but it doesn't have this poison synergy. I'm going to take it anyway, though. Because if I get poison, 80% extra damage is a lot on enemies if I can get that on the Nutcracker. So I'm going to try it. Boss kill doors can only have legendary items from the unlock pool. Random legendaries can be any item. Really? I did not know that. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I knew that. I know legendaries can be anything, but I didn't realize that was only if they were randomly found ones. Well, that actually changes stuff a little bit in terms of getting some things, getting like builds going. Well, it's hard to say because, you know, usually I don't have runs as curated as this one. Okay. Usually it's a little bit more freeform. I have a lot more items unlocked, but it's like since we're using 4 items this entire run, it's like I kind of only have 4 items unlocked, you see. Come on, get that 60 kills. I can at least do it here, I think. You guys got to go for flawless boss kills. Well, I mean, I always try to, regardless. It's just, like I said, usually... Dang. Usually it's not this... Usually the item pool is not this small. It's just in rare times like this one and like that Spite Sword run that I did. Yeah, it's a quadruple showcase. We got the rare legendary quad showcase. This is going to be one hell of a title on YouTube, let me tell you. Ah, come on now. Yep. Glad I threw on the Tonic there. I want to keep using the Tonic. I'm not going to go for the 60 kill doors. Like, I tried making an attempt, but I want to actually use the Tonic as God intended. Okay. Like this, basically. It's the run, after all. Even though it is many runs in one. All right. Quad showcase, because honestly, why would you want to dedicate a run to every single item here? I think you could easily dedicate a run to both the Cudgel and the Nutcracker, although they would probably end up being the same run twice. But I could also like have a bunch of talk about like stunning items again, and especially how they work in terms of shields and everything. That said, like Wolf Trap could easily be its own one. It is a very interesting item by itself. And I do think that it does actually have a very storied history too, being just always very good. And Tonic, I do think you probably want to pair up with something else just because, yeah, it's good. It's a very good item, but I think it's an item that works best in the the scope of a larger run rather than being something that you like focus on entirely by itself. But it's like, yeah, I think like maybe aside from, I mean, I think Wolf Trap maybe could have easily been its release the episode 4 times for the meme. Now that's gonna get people very angry at me. That's not, I can't do that. There, good. Oh, the freeze as well as stun is so good on this shield. If you're using the Cudgel, and you probably are because it is one of the items unlocked at the very beginning of the game, try and get Freeze's enemies blocked with parry. It is so good. Okay. Bam, bam. 2-shot enemies when I got the full thing. I'm going to take the extra health for right now. Oh, and what's this? Well, could have been anything, but it wasn't. That's what we're talking about. So this is going to be the obvious upgrade, but I might end up taking it at the end because I do want to keep that free synergy. It's just too good. Okay. Okay, and do it. Roll, 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 and we're good. Well, let's see what we got. Doesn't that go against YouTube guidelines? I don't think you can upload the exact same video twice. But maybe I'll just cut it up so that it's the parts where I'm talking about each of one of the individual weapons. No, that would be a nightmare for anybody to watch, and also for me to... Well, no, that's actually not all that unusual for me to do that level of editing on my videos, but still. When will you make a necklace showcase run? Is that even possible? Like, what do you show on necklaces? It would have to be like a game changer, like the Super Mario mode or invisibility, to really be even worth doing it. Not taking the Cudgel? Not until the end of the run, because I'd want to keep the free synergy that I was just talking about there, and at the end there, I'll re-roll it into having that free synergy after this level, basically. Okay, and there we go. You're going to forget it. I mean, we already have precedents in this very run for that, so probably. And I'm just saying that it's more likely than not. Yay. There we go. See, look at that free synergy. Look at he go. And done. Ah, it's very good. Cudgel's not really a weapon that I think about too much because it has kind of limited use usually, but it's like kind of impressive here. I mean, I think it's really just the Nutcracker also having some amazing synergies for it on it. So there's that. Someone bring up something dumb before he finishes. Look, I'm not going to say that's not the way to do it, but that is the way to do it. Come on, give me some dumb conversation. Go talk about how I drink everything through a straw or how I eat ranch on pizza, for example. Wait, I don't think everybody knew that one. Uh-oh. I didn't say anything. Persona 5 is actually good. Now, come on. That's too easy. What do we got? We need an intervention for that comment in particular? No, we don't. No, I didn't say anything. Let's go and get that potion. Actually, I almost got the 60 kills regardless. I wasn't even trying for it anymore. I was totally in on going for the thing. You know what I'm talking about, right? Well, there. Yeah, what comment? Exactly. Wink. Yeah. Good. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the 60 kills, though. Should I go for it? I'm going to go for it. Please have your input in chat right now. As it is, though, I think I'm going to go grab that then. Go, baby. Okay, well, let's get out of here then. I got the stuff to make this work. Hopefully, I'm not going to be able to re-roll this too many times, but it should be. Hopefully, it's not going to take too many to get the affix I want on here. Then, I don't know. I'm probably not going to be going for the giant, so let's head up into the clock tower. The clocked tower. I did remember to take it, by the way. Only one roll incoming. Yeah, probably, but still. Okay, the Japanese style of the hamburger being only the patty. What is your stance on that? I mean, I'm not a huge. I don't really like ground meat that much, so I don't want to really eat that. Why did I re-roll that? What am I doing? What am I doing? Ah! Well, you got me distracted. Congratulations, you did it. Wow, I can't believe that actually worked in the exact way that I said it was going to work. You would think that I would have enough. You would think that I would have enough clearness of mind to, like, not be fooled by that, but I wasn't. Wow. You can showcase how to cheese the timekeeper with a wolf trap. Is there one? I'm not aware of that particular cheese strategy. Just re-roll into the exact same stuff. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably be replacing that with something else soon enough, but it's like, that was not the one I wanted to re-roll. I wanted to keep the whole oil thing in case I got, like, oil synergy, man. Oil and fire synergy. Oh, well. It's not a big deal. Run's going fine anyway. Hey! I'm sure, as you can see. Of course, I had no doubt in my mind. It was really just the curse chest that I was more worried about than anything else. Yeah. She can't turn during snare? Oh, well, yeah, but I mean, that's like a standard thing for enemies in general. I guess, yeah, that does make it so that there's very little she can do to attack you then. That is true. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, come on now. Oh, come on now again. And with Tonic, I should be able to eat any food that I find here. Yes, this is the 8-bit music that I got going on in the background. Because somebody suggested it, and I'm just like, well, who am I to disagree? Travel the world in the 7 seas, everybody's looking for something. Okay. Oh, Trapper and Killer, it's easy. Well, we'll see, because I got a good build for doing it, certainly. Meh. Yeah. Good. Ah, fine. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Taking dumb damage all over the place here. Everybody's looking for something. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? That's a good song. Anyway. And it wasn't quite the parry that I was looking for, but that's okay. Dr. Inferno Songbird. Jesus Christ, no. I'm more like Dr. Inferno Crow Call. Actually managed to get the parry there. Cool. Now, I'm not super happy about losing a potion charge there, but worst comes to worst, I'm doing good now. Okay. Did you forget that you had Tonic? I used Tonic. I'm pretty sure I used Tonic. I thought I did. Wait, what? Wait, did I like sell food or something? I don't know. I've forgotten. I fall asleep watching your showcase runs. Watching the stream is very energizing. I mean, it's meant to be a podcasty type of thing. Besides, I also like equalize the volume super evenly, so I think these videos are pretty ideal for any of your ASMR sleeping needs. That said, of course, the stream does get a little bit more rowdy and randy. It's true. It's a different experience. One for all seasons. Even though this one is explicitly winter season because I wore the outfit. There we are. You did use Tonic. My comment was for earlier when you were brought to low HP. Oh, no, you're right. True. I mean, as you know, the difference between full health and no health is very little in Dead Cells. It's that Spelunky style, after all. Or Tower Climb, which I've been playing lately, of course. Tower Climb takes that to such an extreme. That segmentation plan, by the way, is really something. I'm glad I got to Chapter 2, but oh boy, that game is rough. Okay. What are we even doing here? I appreciate both the mediums that you work with, redoing runs and going hard on the memes. I don't know if that's something to appreciate or despise. I gotta go down and get that scroll. As always, as an internet citizen, a netizen, if you will, I am, of course, obsessed with memes. It is the natural state of being. For better or for worse. Oh, almost got the double parry there. That would have been nice. Also, yeah, now I'm getting really lucky with the foodstuffs, which is good because I just got hit there. But, you know, whatever. Terrible. Who first made that song? Marilyn Manson? Sweet Dreams. Who was that? Trying to think right now. I don't know. If somebody wants to look that up, I will shout out their name and say that I love them. The Eurythmics. Were they the first ones, though? Because I thought, like, Tainted Love, that there was a, like, it's based off of it's a cover of another song. I don't know. Well, anyway, if you have any information. Should I go to the distillery or should I go to the castle, by the way? I don't really have a bunch of jokers in here. Bunch of joke. I can't do the voice. Castle, yes. Okay, we'll go castle, sure. I think that's probably, of the distillery v castle, the best. No, she definitely... I guess they changed it so that she can turn around in it. Well, at least when she's swinging. Yeah, unfortunately. So that is going to make it a little bit more difficult. Very weak to parrying, though, still. Okay. That said, working out just fine regardless, because it's like this is still a great combination. Castle has tried to reach Hand of the King today. Hey, come on now. Get... Big parries. Good. Not the perfect one, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Much prefer the current Tonic to the OG one? Well, yeah, I'd say so. Because it's like, I can't remember if I said in one of the previous runs or if I said in this run that it's like, what you want is, if you don't really need the healing on low-level difficulties because you always get the health refills, and you don't want to carry around a Tonic at all points in times just for healing in high-level difficulties. So it's just kind of one of those, it was one of those things until it was reworked that you just sort of got, and then, there we go. That you just sort of got and then didn't used once and then threw on the ground and resold immediately. I like the current version of it so much better than the previous one. I think it's just an overall upgrade. And it also, as I was saying, does open up the whole possibility of actually doing tanky runs in 5-cell mode, or 4 and 5-cell mode, which is such a big change up with malaise otherwise. There. Gotta get them all. Pokemon. Ooh. I don't get any sort of burning here. Yeah, burned when destroyed, burns ground. If only I didn't reroll the Tonic by accident, I would have everything that I need. If only. Oh, come on now. I forgot that it actually does work as a shield for some reason. There we go. Ah. Now anyway. When Doc raided a Hollow Knight stream, we all spammed cum zone in chat. Wait, what? That's what you did? This is why I don't raid people. I knew you were doing the McDLT thing. I didn't know that you were saying cum zone over and over. And I'm just like, maybe I shouldn't raid people. I'm the architect of my own destruction, after all, which is why I'm trying not to force it on other people. Get in the zone, cum zone. Cum zone. Wow. Ah, come on, stay in the thing. I need to get that good synergies here. We'll be good next time. I don't believe you. Okay, and yeah, wow, that was like one shot. Good. That's some big boy, big damage. We're like Doc's embarrassing children, but I'm your embarrassing uncle. It's like we all can't be embarrassing at all points in time. And it was turning out to be such a decent episode. Was it? Did you miss the earlier parts of it? We're just the branch of the family that nobody talks to. Yeah. It's the weird uncle and the weird cousins. Make quite a team. Just raid someone after this stream, you'll see there's no way. There is no way. Like, if you thought there was a way before, there's no way now. Good. Wow, it still freezes him, but doesn't stop him. That's something. Learning all kinds of stuff about the ins and outs of the Cudgel and synergy. It's right now. Do I want it? Nah. Okay. They'll adore the numbers. Okay, fine. Give me somebody very small who's doing an obscure game. No! No, what am I talking about? No, we're not doing this. They're an unstoppable force versus the immovable, freezing, stunning object. They're still unstoppable. It's kind of ridiculous. Just give me somebody that's currently like speed running Satisfactory or something. They just had an update. I want it to be just like the absolute opposite content. No, we're not doing that, and I'm not gonna do it, and I'm not gonna let you do that. Good. Yeah, give me somebody that's doing like fan art or something for like a Steven Universe. I love this lore room. One of my favorites. Don't see it enough. Anyway. Yeah? Nah. After a critical, although the speed increase is kind of tempting, that's not a bad affix for that, considering how often I am doing parries right now. Can you raid a rerun? That would be well, actually, no, I do a lot of stuff on YouTube. I don't know if that's quite like the opposite. Do somebody that's like doing game dev for a small indie game or something. These are all such terrible ideas. Why am I telling you all the really bad ideas? Would you rate Avi if he's streaming? No! Oh, God, no. I like his stuff too much to put that torture on him. Multiple people streaming. Well, yeah, Demon Souls the remake just came out. I would think that a lot of people were probably streaming that, right? Ah, that was close. That would have been bad. Ah, I got hit anyway. Okay, there we go. Raid Twitch event that's happening right now. Well, that would probably be okay. I don't think anybody would notice there. Confusing maybe for a couple seconds, but then it will get washed away by the Preg champs happening. No, please don't make that an emote. Please, please, please. We can't make that a thing. I won't allow it. It's a PS5 exclusive? Yes, it was a release day PS5 exclusive. I hear it's kind of like, there's some stuff. There's some stuff with it, you know? So, besides, I've already played plenty of Demon Souls. I'm not all that interested in playing it again, but something. Come on. You know what I want. Oil and fire, baby. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. That's going to be good, at least, for the next area. I'll buy it when Final Fantasy 16 releases. Before that, not really interested. Yeah, I think that's fair. I'm interested in Final Fantasy 16. Playing Final Fantasy 6 has kind of reignited my passion there for the franchise. I'm probably not going to play it, though, because, you know, not that huge of a fan. I'm just saying that it's like, I'm a bit more interested having relived one of the more famous entries in the franchise recently. Can you raid every few minutes just so everyone knows you raided them? I'm pretty sure that, you know, I can't... After I raid people, I kind of stop being live. I don't know how it works. I know someone who would appreciate a Come Zone raid. Oh, I'm sure there are plenty of people that would, but I'm just saying. Is this run eligible for achievements? It is not. I started with weapons. I also have too many ones turned off. It ain't happening. So even if I do manage to get a very successful final boss run, ain't nothing happening. Which is too bad, but, you know. It's just how it be. That momentary freeze was enough. Unfortunately, Hand of the King is so resistant to stuns and everything that it's like, it doesn't really matter too much. Bah! That said, still getting some good damage here. God, he really just does, he just no-sells everything, doesn't he? That's a really frustrating thing when it comes to crowd control based runs, and because, you know, you get to the end and it's just like, well, nothing. Sorry, nothing. Get that big boy, big damage going. Yeah, okay, come on. Oh, I think I actually got him when he was walking over there. That would have been the perfect time to do it. Doesn't matter. It's fine. It's easy. Easy. Even without all of the issues that come with him being extremely resistant to damage over time, it's like that was trivial. It's a good build. It is one good build. Raid Pokimane? I do like Pokimane. But, yeah. Imagine having enough money to afford rent. Posted some info on the world and the characters and actually low-key hyped about Final Fantasy 16, even if it's mostly action game now. Yeah, I like the turn-based stuff. I mean, it's not the best. It wasn't terrible either. Like Materia and like Magicite. And, you know, some of the stuff they did was interesting. Like the splitting up the parties, especially in Final Fantasy 6, is like, that's good. Do more stuff with that. But it's an action game now, and that's just what we're going to have to live with. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. You like Pokimane? Bruh. What do you mean? Why not? No simping. Whatever. People judging me for the streamers I like. Only streamers I know are Doc and Smallland. I like Smallland. Yeah, that's cool. For some reason, I confuse him with Alpha Rad. I don't know what's up with that. Occasionally. Don't know why those two guys are intertwined in my mind. Well, anyway. What was I even talking about here? How much money have you donated to her? Do you think I got money to donate to just about anyone? I sub to people and that's about it. And for a long time, it was just using like a Twitch Prime that I was using for other stuff anyway. Ah, now I'm getting like way too high on malaise. I don't want to take the thing. What's your favorite soundtrack in the game? Probably Clock Tower. Clock Tower's really good. It's like a genuinely really great soundtrack. Part of the soundtrack, even though I almost never go in there. I think that should be telling. Otherwise, I also really like the Sepulchre theme. I think that's really good. Okay. And that's good enough. And on turn-based games, every time I try to play an action game, I remember why I prefer turn-based games. I need 5 minutes of analysis paralysis to choose an action and be satisfied. I mean, I'm fine with action games. It's just, I love a turn-based game. I mean, you've seen how much, like, I always talked about, like, NetHack is my favorite game of all time for good reason, after all. It's like there's, that sort of turn-based weirdness allows you to do so much wacky stuff in that game. It's a lot of fun. And, like, that game is super messy. Yeah, playing it again recently, it's like, you do realize it's like, oh god, that game is such a glorious mess. But it's like, there's still so much cool stuff in it, and it's all done in turn-based and done so well. Okay, I'm taking potion charge here. Doc, do you like XCOM? I mean, I never actually played XCOM myself. I've watched people play it, but okay. Couldn't really say, I suppose. I mean, I think I would like it. Yeah, I'd like a turn-based strategy game, why not? But yeah, okay. Please now. Oh, you like a turn-based game over turn-based game? No, we're not doing that. I'm not doing your Discord memes. I have played quite a few turn-based games though in my tenure as video gamesman. Okay. Still 0 damage per arrow. That's like, why Motion Twin? Why are you doing this? Speaking of strategy, do you like FTL or Into the Breach? I haven't played them. So I don't know. I mean, okay, let's be honest. I mean, it goes without saying that a lot of the like turn-based strategy games that I played have been like Final Fantasy Tactics and like Disgaea. So, you know. Take that how you will. Does Motion Twin have an channel? Do cancel librarians? Because they made them the worst. And these are like the nerfed ones. But these are the ones that they made so that they couldn't notice you as easily. It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, unlike the Arbiters, at least they're not everywhere like they were back in the day. Slammers still make quite an appearance, though. And those guys got a lot of resistances. Speaking of which, another character that doesn't work too well in this run. Ugh. Only turn-based stuff you played are JRPGs? Are they? I feel like I played more than that, but maybe. Potentially. That might, in fact, be the case. I like JRPGs, what can I say? Even though it's weird, because I don't actually like a lot of them. Maybe that's just more of a recent thing. Okay, invisible incoming. No, I had him in the wolf trap. I did at least moderately plan that one out. Like, not even intentionally all that much. But it worked out for me anyway. Are there non-JRPG? I just said NetHack is like my favorite game of all time. Ugh, come on now. We were just talking about, like, XCOM. Imagine playing games you don't like. Who do you think you're talking to? I'm like the guy in Crosscode. I'm doing it for the experience, baby, good or bad. Why can't I remember his name? I should know. Gotham. Yeah. How'd I forget his name for a second there? That's weird. Hey, with the way that the whole, like, suggestions work, I call it force me to play a game for good reason, you know? It's not called, hey, suggest a game and I'll see it and I'll see if I like it. It's called force me to play a game. It includes things I don't like. Oh my god, that was super close. Okay. Wow, that was a play. And of course this is not making it any easier. That works though. Okay. Do I want it? I think I actually do want it. Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of extra health. Okay, good. Play Polybridge and make it to the top 1%. We were talking about Polybridge yesterday, actually. Weirdly enough. I was playing Concrete Jungle because I thought it was going to be a building sim, but apparently not. I should probably just take this. Not worry too much about, like, optimizing my potion charges right now. Not worth it. I've had multiple people tell me League ruined their lives and then continue to play it for 8 hours a day. Now that I believe. Well, you know me. I also don't play multiplayer games, so we at least don't have to... it's at least not going to be me, I think. All Persona 5 skills. Got Agi, Agilao, Agidine, Inferno, Miragi. Why do you know all of the fire skills in the SMT games? So you might not like XCOM? I think I would like XCOM. I think I would probably like XCOM if I played it. And I just haven't played it. That's it, really. Came out at a time when I was too poor to afford video games. Really, that's the basics of it. Otherwise, I probably would have played it. I do like me some turn-based stuff. Come on. Good. Anything of interest? Nah, not really. Yeah, basically just looking at the end of the run right here, I'm thinking. Can't imagine much of anything else making a late appearance right now. Okay, come on. All right. And then the first thing I got to do after this run is go and name that Omicron episode to be the proper thing and put it in, like, the playlist and everything. Because that was I just uploaded it. There wasn't really too much of anything done there otherwise. Oh. Are we doing, like, oh, you like the SMT games? Well, you like the Mega 10 games? Name all of the skills? This is gonna suck. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, frustrating. Okay. The animations on the Game Boy Advance for Fire Emblem made it worth monotony. I mean, I think that it's very well known that... There we are. That Fire Emblem, regardless of what you think of it, has some great animations. Like, that team did a fantastic job in pretty much every entry into that series. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Get that parry there for a little bit of extra meowny. And then, or not meowny, I mean health. And then continue on here. It's unfortunate that you just cannot parry so many of these enemies in here now. It's just how it is, though. Oh wait, no, you're actually like naming you're actually like naming off all of the skills. There's quite a few of them. Favorite VTuber? I don't know, Nyanners. I like the memes. Stop saying bruh. Jeez. Anyway. You already did fire, and that's also not the right one. Not gonna need. I didn't sell any food, so I like VTubers. And well, do I want a Heart of Ice still? I'll take Heart of Ice still, sure. Okay. What do I got? I don't even know what a VTuber is. They're a person that has like an anime avatar that is mapped to their face or whatever. Often not very well. All right. It's what degenerates like to watch, which is why I like to watch them. Let's do this, because I think that I got an easy run going here. Ah, damn it. Stop going for that attack. And that attack. It doesn't work very well with the wolf trap. Come on now. So when is Doc going to become a VTuber? I mean, the weird thing is that there was actually sort of like a bit I did in Crosscode, speaking of that, where I basically described myself becoming a VTuber before, you know, that was much of a thing. That was weird. Weird coincidence how that worked. Okay. And we're good. Come on, give me hit too much now. Let's just go for this then. Psychokinesis. Yeah, that's weird. That's like a Persona 5 specific one. I don't think they did the psychic skills before that, did they? Because I swear I haven't seen that. That's like a new one. Maybe they had it in like SMT 4 or something, because I didn't play those games. Last main entry series that I played was Strange Journey. Good. Get that good synergies going on. Coco and Rushi as starters. Now, if you want to go start getting into the VTuber scene, you know Temi, like the person that did a lot of soundtrack for, well, some of the soundtrack for Undertale, has done a little bit of that. Has been speed running, getting over it. Okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, there's also the Miku wig, too, if we just wanted to do that. Oh, good. We're already at the final fight here. Like, not going too bad at all. But, I mean, you know, like, good survival runs, especially because, unlike the Hand of the King, Collector ain't really immune to freezing or anything, so it works out just fine for me. If you're freezing or stunning, really. I mean, he's still got, like, a basic amount of resistances, but it's sort of like how I was fighting the Concierge, where I can be a lot looser, really. Yeah, sure. I ain't really got to worry about it since I'm pretty sure I'm done right now. Now, would it be helpful if you would stop spamming the same attacks? There we go. While he's spinning. There we go. Ah! Less HP you have, the more efficient Tonic becomes. Yes, it restores like a certain percentage of your missing health, scaling with survival, and it restores a lot of health, like a super huge amount of, well, it's a temporary health, but it restores a lot of it if you are missing a lot of health. It's one of the many things that makes it very, very good. He did it, chat. That was, I had no doubt in my ability to do this as long as I didn't die to a curse, because it's like it's a super good build. What can I even say? That's how it be. Yeah, I did perfect the collector with a bazooki build, but it's just like... it was before they had the achievement. Well, no. They did have the achievement, but I didn't have the... I was using a starting item, and they didn't have the other unlock there at that time.